So what's up? What's going on, guys? Welcome to JA News.
It's up.
So we've been covering all of these recent Adidas Fear of God leaks, and it looks like the man Jerry Lorenzo himself has responded. So stay tuned to see what he's got to say about all of the chatter online. And Adidas finally speaks on Yeezy as their current CEO praises Kanye West. So we're going to discuss one of the brand's most successful collaborations and why Yeezy may actually be bigger than Ye himself. So stay tuned, guys. We got all that plus the latest and greatest in sneakers, and it's coming right up next. All right, so I'm not even gonna lie, y'all been kind of lacking on the like button lately, so I need everybody to get behind me. Make sure you guys smash the like button, and I appreciate the support. Now, to kick things off, we got a release date for the latest colorway of the Adidas Crazy Infinity. I'm talking about those lovely triple black joints, which are set to drop coming up this Friday, August 22nd, via Packers Shoes, which they seem to have some type of exclusivity deal with Adidas basketball, as we've seen them pre-release some of their more limited releases, from the Adidas FYW to the first colorway for the Crazy Infinity, those chalk joints. So if you guys happen to miss out on Friday's release, of course, Adidas will follow this up with a global release sometime in October, which you'll see these drop via, of course, the Confirmed app, as well as select other retailers. And I gotta say, based off these images on feet, these triple black joints are looking real nice. So again, they're gonna be dropping this Friday, and if you guys miss out on that limited pre-release, we will see a wider release sometime in October, and these joints are hitting for $160. So Fear of God Athletics, the long-awaited collaboration between Jerry Lorenzo and Adidas, is finally set to make its debut coming up this holiday season. And in anticipation of the collaboration, we've seen several leaks hit the net. We saw a little preview of what to expect during the Fear of God runway show this past summer, and most recently, we've seen these black 86 lows leak, which we covered last week, but now it's starting to hit all of these major sneaker blogs. So it seems like Jerry Lorenzo felt the need to address the leak himself, stating that low blacks were just sampled and these won't see daylight beyond this post. Thanks for the love, which I feel like is a direct reference to all of the negative feedback he's been receiving online. So I feel like the general narrative in these comment sections is that they took too long, the designs are too generic, or that Nike is just better. So it seems like Jerry, he's keeping his composure, and while it seems like the masses aren't too excited about these, I feel like the general core Fear of God audience is really excited about what's to come from Adidas Fear of God. So while I feel like it's very important, of course, to cater to your core audience, it's also important to bring in new people. So we'll see if Jerry Lorenzo and Adidas can accomplish this when Fear of God Athletics makes its debut coming up this holiday season. And remember, with Adidas ending their Yeezy partnership, of course, they are banking on this collaboration to be a big money mover come 2024. So it's been somewhat of a dry season in terms of major Yeezy updates. Of course, we know Ye, he's been off the grid this entire year, keeping things real silent, but rumored to be working on future endeavors behind the scenes. And we got Adidas, they're still dropping Yeezys, trying to recuperate some of those losses. So we saw the first major sale back in June, and then we saw, of course, this big sale during the month of August. But it looks like fans and sneakerheads are starving for more Yeezy releases. So it looks like Adidas has finally spoken, as we have their current CEO, Bourne Gilden, speaking on the brand's most successful collaboration during a recent podcast interview. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
I think Kanye West is one of the most creative people in the world, both in music and what I will call street culture. So he's extremely creative and has, together with Adi, created a Yeezy line, which was very successful. And then as creative people, he did some statements which wasn't that good, and that caused Adi to break the contract and withdraw the product. Very unfortunate, because I don't think he meant what he said, and I don't think he's a bad person. It just came across that way. And that meant we lost that business. One of the most successful collabs in the history. Very sad.
All right, so my boy Mr. Gilden, he seems to be a pretty chill dude, if you ask me, and it seems like he probably definitely has Donda either in his Apple or Spotify playlist. But it's also important to note that he wasn't with Adidas when they made decisions to end the Yeezy partnership, and he's the newly hired CEO who's there just to kind of pick up the pieces in the aftermath. But if you ask me, it seems like his opinion is kind of the general take on this whole situation. While we're not here to debate if what Ye said or did is right or wrong, but I feel like most people have kind of just moved on from the whole situation. Or could it just be that Yeezy is actually bigger than Ye himself? So in just the short time that the Adidas Yeezy partnership lived, we saw them drop so many iconic pairs, you know, so many classic releases, from the 350s to the 700s to the foam runners to the slides, plus more. So many iconic designs, and really honestly the closest thing to ever rival what Michael Jordan and Nike did. And they were just getting started. So salute to Ye's vision, salute to Stephen Smith, as well as all of the Yeezy designers. They definitely created some masterpieces, and it would really be a tragedy if these pairs never released again. I mean, when you go outside, just as much as you're seeing the Jordan 1s, Nike Dunks, you're also seeing 350s, you're also seeing foam runners and slides. And if these designs were just to be vaulted and never released again, it would be a real sad time for the sneaker game. So what I'm trying to get at here is that Yeezy had such a big impact on the sneaker community that I feel like people just love these sneakers regardless if they're a Ye fan or not. Just think about it like Michael Jordan, where the kids today, they never watched MJ play growing up, but still love to rock all of his sneakers. So while I feel like these kind words from Mr. Gilden and the praise of Ye opens up the possibilities that the two could possibly work together in the future. I mean, they already had to work out a deal to sell off this remaining inventory, but I feel like the real question is, would Ye ever want to work with Adidas again? Of course, coming up in October, Adidas will be reporting their Q3 financial results, and I'm expecting them to give us an update on the remaining Yeezy inventory. Of course, we all know they have more pairs sitting around, as we've recently seen new slides as well as foam runners being backdoored, meaning that these pairs are just ready to go. It's just up to Adidas to make the call, and I'm anticipating to see more pairs released before this year's. And so we'll see how things go with this whole Adidas Yeezy situation. In a perfect world, I've said this many times, but I would love to see Adidas, you know, release these classic Yeezys like how Nike have been releasing these Jordans for years and years now. So let's say like retro Yeezy models, and then on the side, we would have new mainline Yeezys being released by Ye independently. So kind of a best of both worlds, but that's again in a perfect world, and it's really up to the powers that be to really make the decision. So we'll see how things go. Of course, drop your feedback on all of the topics covered. And before we get up out of here, we got a new little look from Fat Joe, as it looks like he's gifted a new pair of his Terror Squad Air Force Ones to a certain previous ex-president. So drop your feedback. It looks like the internet has a lot to say about these, so let me know what you guys think. Of course, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm JA, and I'll catch you guys next time for the latest edition of JA News. Love.
Special delivery. Hottest sneaker we got. Sold out in 5 minutes. But if I didn't bring it to Bill,
Wow.
it wouldn't be official.
Does that make him an honorary member of the squad?
He's an honorary member of the squad.
Okay.
Right? But I love you so much, man. So many years you fought for the people, man. We love you. And I'm a huge fan of yours.
These are cool. Those are cool.
Oh, yeah, they cool.
Give you some street cred.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for all that.
Loads off for the dice.
But the mailman delivers.
You want to get a picture of it?